welcome back to the channel, and on today's episode of On The Clock, I will be doing a reaction to a video that I found on YouTube. Thanks to Abba and Preach, they did a reaction to it, and they didn't show the whole video, but I found the video and I was like, yo, I gotta react to this, because this is some cringy shit, man. It's bad, right? So, we'll get into it. But first, I want you guys to hit that like button. You know, if you like the content that I put out, please make sure you hit the like button. It helps out with the algorithm. Don't ask me how, but it does. Next up, if you are not a member, please sub to the channel. I do appreciate all the subs that I get. I'm at 1,280 subs right now, and I'm trying to get to 1,300. So if you can help out with that, share this video, sub to the channel. I put out a lot of content. I put a lot of work into it, and I do appreciate everybody that comes in. So thank you very much for that. And last but not least, make sure you hit that notification bell, because you won't miss any of my uploads, any of my live streams, any of my videos when you click that bell. So please do that. Now, with that being said, guys, I found this video on YouTube and I said, I have to do a reaction to this, because I really, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like, really and truly, you know what I mean? In this day and age, I could not believe what I am hearing on this video. So we're going to get into it. Right now, I don't even know this guy's name, but I know he has a channel, and his channel has about 1,400 subs. And at the end of the video, he's talking about actually, yeah, I'm going to be putting up more content. But when you hear the content, when you hear this shit, it's crazy. So let's get into it. Hope you guys can hear me well, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you're sensitive, man, you might not want to watch this video. I'm just gonna say that, even if you have daughters, you might not want to watch this video. But I hope you do. And yeah, let's get into it, man.
What's going on, gentlemen? Tonight is a moment for self-reflection. Matter of fact,
So let me just pause it right here for a second. And just to let you know, the name of the video is I Could Have Been a Predator, right? So he's basically talking about the stuff that happened with R.Kelly, going to jail, being convicted of racketeering. And he's saying how he could have been a predator, and he doesn't think that R.Kelly is a predator. And he's going to explain why. So let's get into this.
Shed a little light on this subject. I could have been a predator. And
he is, though.
I am a little sympathetic to R. Kelly. I know that sounds really, really crazy, but hear me out.
So let me pause for a second once again. Yes, it does sound crazy, right? I've always said that I'm still going to listen to R. Kelly's music, because R. Kelly's music has brought I was going through a hard time in my life, man. Really, like, I was depressed for 5 years, and the only thing I had was R. Kelly's music. Sometimes I listened to some of his songs, and I was like, yo, man, he's singing the words that I was feeling. Like, it was soothing, it was comforting for me. But I do not in any way condone the shit that he has done. You know what I mean? Like I've said before, maybe some of it's exaggerated, maybe it's not. But at the end of the day, I have never condoned anything that he did. So right away, this guy saying that he has sympathy for R. Kelly, not gonna make it. Let's continue.
I guess I need to start with what I've done.
So what has he done? Right.
I was doing my Craigslist protocols, hot and heavy, I would get a ton of high school girls answering my ads. Okay. And typically, I ignored them. Because even though I have a similar appetite to R. Kelly, I like young women, but I don't like children.
He said high school. They're not women. They are children. So let's keep it a buck. They are children. They are 15 and 16-year-olds. Yeah, if you're graduating and you're in grade 11 or whatever it is in the States, you may be 18, right? You may be 17, 18. That's still not a woman. Like an 18-year-old is still a kid. I'm 47 and I still have a lot of in life to learn. So when you're 18, you think you know everything, but you don't. Let's continue.
But this is how a child tricked me. Typically, they would be young. There would be lots of signs that this girl was very, very young. And I would just ignore them.
Which is
Then
what
this
you
one
should
girl,
do.
she answered that. We started to talk, and she was an exceptionally mature 17-year-old. Let me say this again. This chick was 17. Her conversation was different. She actually was a hairdresser, and she answered my ad.
You're not a hairdresser at 17.
And
You
I
braid
fucked her.
hair.
And oh my God, she had these amazingly firm double D titties.
She's 17. What are you expecting her to have? Right? You expecting her to have saggy ass tits? Bro, she's 17. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And he's sitting there like, oh my God, she had these amazing titties. Like, that's something. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, right away, it's like, when I'm watch this video the first time, I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I watching?
That should have been my clue. Because
No
when
shit.
she would lay on her back, they would stand up. And they were not fake titties. That should have been my clue. But, you know, I was caught up in the delicious pussy, and she did everything I wanted her
He
to
was
do.
caught up in the delicious pussy.
Then one of the things that I would do is I would do social media search on all my chicks just out of curiosity. So I'm like doing my social media search, and I find her Facebook page, and I see her with her high school friends. And I'm like, oh shit.
Really?
So I call her up and I ask her, because, you know, she told me she was 21. That's what she told me. And I was like,
so
serious question. And at this time,
I would say, okay, she lied to him about the age, right? It can happen. It can happen. But this is the issue.
I had fucked this chick 10, 15 times.
Okay.
And you cannot unfuck a chick. You can't unfuck her.
No shit.
And I was like, I need you to tell me something. How old are you? And then she got very silent and she said, I'll be 18 in 4 months. Then she also said the age of consent in Georgia is 16, so you're good. And I'm
Does
like,
that make it right?
So she comes over and we have this conversation because she was everything that I liked. I like women who 5'3". She was 5'2". She had huge titties, little waist, fat ass, pretty toes. She was my prototype.
And you
Even though
can't
she
find
was
that in a
extremely
woman
young.
your age, right?
And you know what I kept doing? I kept fucking her.
Pause. That's the fucking problem. Even after you found out that she was 17, you continued to fuck her. And you are on the internet telling this. This is why I said this dude needs to get canceled. No, this nigga needs to get fucking canceled. I hate using that word, but at the end of the day, that's what this dude is. You are a fucking clown, bro. An absolute clown, right? Okay, listen. Is it possible that a young girl can lie to somebody and say, yeah, I'm 21? Absolutely, right? Some of them look older than their age. They do. So it could happen. But when you find out that she's 17 and you continue to fuck her, you have absolutely no fucking morals whatsoever. Again, I am not the cancel culture dude, but this dude, his YouTube page needs to be fucking taken down and he needs to get prosecuted. Because I'm going to tell you guys something. It gets worse. This is just the beginning. This is a 26-minute video. It gets worse than this. Let's go.
I kept fucking her because I was like, at this point, I had fucked her 15 times.
You're disgusting.
And it was just like, The crime was done. So I just kept fucking her from she was
So
17
the
to
crime was
22.
done, so it's okay to do it.
And
I might as well just continue because I did it already.
R.Kelly and I are similar, but we're very different because I have safeguards. I know when I'm getting out of control.
You
I know when I'm
already
getting
are
out
out
of
of
control.
control.
And
You
I
already
kind
are.
of ran analysis on this. And she was older. Her parents weren't breathing down her neck. And this is how a lot of young girls end up with older dudes. Their parents are not heavily involved in their lives, where they have the time and the freedom to get away with this stuff.
And those are the
And her
type of women
parents
that you look for.
didn't check her. She'd go out, she'd spend the night out. Her parents were like, she came home alive, cool. Her
So it's the
parents were
parents'
not
fault,
on
right?
her. So I didn't
Nothing
have to
to do
worry
with you.
about catching a charge from the parents. And once again, we just kept doing our thing. From 17
Not
to
worried.
22, I fucked this.
I'm not worried about catching a charge from the parents. I didn't have to do that because the parents weren't in their life. So I didn't have to worry about that. No problem. So I'm going to continue to do it because I didn't have to worry about that. Fuck the parents. Hey, if the parents ain't into life, that's their fault. That's not my fault for fucking a 17-year-old, right? Because she wanted to give it to me. No, that's not my fault. It's the parents' fault because the parents weren't checking her. You're a clown. You are a fucking clown.
Chick for 5 years.
5 years.
I ain't ashamed at it at all. She was willing. She wanted it. And here we come to R.Kelly.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
R.Kelly is being
100%.
portrayed as a predator, right?
He is.
Did he hold a gun to these women's heads? Years and years ago, back before the internet, I saw the R.Kelly tape. If you remember, there was a VHS tape that was sold around in barbershops, and it was him.
Of course it was.
It was him. He was peeing on this girl. He was having sex with her.
Right.
It was 100% him. And this is where R.Kelly went wrong. R.Kelly was a good-looking man. R.Kelly had fame. R.Kelly was rich, and he was reckless.
So this is where R.Kelly went wrong. He was reckless. No, not the fact that he was fucking an underage girl. That's not wrong. He was reckless. That's where he went wrong. Do you hear this guy's fucking logic? Yo, watch your kids, bro. There are fucking dudes out there like this. Watch your kids. Watch your girls, man. This is crazy. Like, this dude looks like he's in his 40s. Maybe not that old, but he's definitely 35 and up. If that's the case. Gets worse.
Has that appetite. And I'm going to try to explain this appetite to you guys who don't have this appetite. Because the normal man doesn't have this appetite. But
as long as you know it's not normal.
Special about fucking a young girl.
No, there's not.
Doesn't have a lot of miles on her. She doesn't have a lot of experience. I remember.
There's nothing special about that.
She was 22, and she did not have a lot of sexual experience when we started messing around.
She's of age. Okay.
And I pulled out my dick, and she was like, "You think that's going to fit?" So I knew that this girl had not had a lot of sexual experience.
And you loved it, right?
There is something special about fucking a chick who doesn't have a lot of sexual experience. Because everything you do to her is fun. It's all brand new. And if you've got that type of appetite, it can be insatiable. Like R.Kelly.
If you got that type of appetite, it could be insatiable. What appetite? The appetite for fucking young girls, bro? Look at your fucking age. You can't find a woman your age? Like, I have an appetite for young girls and I want to fuck. And you're on the internet glorifying this shit. Like, yo, this is cringe, man. Not only is it cringe, it's fucking disgusting. This guy is fucking you are a disgrace to us black people, bro. You are a fucking disgrace.
Kelly could have had the
To
baddest
all people.
adult chicks he wanted.
Which he should have done.
But R. Kelly had that appetite. And this appetite could be the downfall of many, many men. Because, you know,
It's gonna be yours.
I'm not judging because I'm in the part of the kinky community.
Kinky community.
But R. Kelly allowed his appetite to literally wreck his life. Because once you get into orchestrating a trafficking syndicate, what does this mean? R. Kelly was having other people find and vet girls for him. And that's when
correct.
It got out of control. This is the reason that I never got caught, because I never brought anyone else into my circus, so to speak.
So that's why it got out of control, because he had other people doing it for him. So if you're doing it for yourself, it's okay. And listen to what he's saying. I never got caught. What would you have to worry about getting caught if you're not doing anything wrong? If you're not doing anything wrong, then what are you worried about getting caught? What are you worried about getting caught for? Right? This is what I'm talking about. This is disgusting behavior. It's sick. This dude is a fucking disgusting human being, man. I'm sorry.
When I was doing it, was just me and the girls.
And that made
Never
it better.
ever brought anyone else in the circus.
No.
In this, but here's my problem. He's being portrayed as a predator, right? Here's the thing. Remember when I started this video and I told you I had all these high school girls answering my Craigslist ads? Did I have a gun to their head? Did I ask them to reply to my ads? They were.
So you think just because you didn't hunt them down, you're not a predator. Just because they messaged you, you're not a predator. You know what you're looking for, right? You know why you put these ads up. You know what you're looking for. You just said it. You have that appetite. So when you're doing these things, you're hoping the young girls come and message you. You know why you're hoping? Because you can say, I'm not a predator. They came to me. I didn't put a gun to their head. I don't get it, man. I don't.
Searching this out. So this is why I have a problem with the predator label, because they were willing participants in the dynamic.
And they were also told, yeah, don't worry, I'll make you a star. Oh, baby, you have a great voice. You know what? I'm going to put you on. My next album, you're going to be somebody. You're going to be on my album. Lying and fucking giving them false hope to get the pussy. That makes you a predator. Especially when you are doing it to a fucking impressionable 17-year-old. It gets worse than this, guys. This video gets a lot worse. Watch. If you guys stay and watch this whole video, oh man, let's do it. Let's go.
I can tell you, I remember this one girl who answered my ad, and she was 15 years old. 15 years old. We were talking and stuff, and I knew I was never going to meet this chick.
Then why the fuck were you talking to her? Oh, she was 15 years old. Why the fuck were you talking to her? You know what I mean? You knew how old she was. You should have been like, yo, do you know how old I am? I'm sorry, I can't do this. Like, what the fuck do you have in common with a 15-year-old, bro? Nothing. Nothing. Except for you wanting to fucking fuck this young girl. Right? Why? Because she doesn't have a lot of experience? Do you not have enough confidence in your fucking cock that you can't go dick down a woman and have her moan and have her feel nice? No, you gotta go and check out these fucking little 15-year-olds. Disgusting, man.
I just talked to her, and she sent me dirty pictures. She was running 100 miles an hour in that direction. And I'm quite sure that she hooked up with some older man. You hear of girls who are 15, 16, 17-year old hooking up with 30, 40-year-old men. You know how common that is?
That's
Let me
not
tell you something that
common.
happened.
That's not common.
And it's kind of
Those men are
out there.
disgusting.
I was running
It's
my
not
ass,
kind of out there.
and I
This
had this
story
woman
is
who
out
was
there.
a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Are you a black bull?" And I was just like, "Yes, I am." And she says, "I have 2 daughters, and I want to properly train them. I want you, and in the future, we may actually breed them."
Breed them.
See, if you guys don't know, there's a whole the sexual underground. Shout out to Ron Wills. There's
Whoever
a
the
whole
fuck that
sexual
is.
underground of white women who love having sex with black dudes, and
Okay.
they really love having sex with black dudes with big dicks.
Okay. That's
And
a
once again,
fact.
you will see. So she and I was sitting there like, this can't be real. So she sends me
What can't be real?
photos of her daughters who are 16 and 17. And they're pretty frisky looking. So I
Turned
play
them on.
along.
Yeah, no, you weren't playing
So
along.
I go to her
You
house.
motherfucker, you weren't
And
playing
the
along.
mom
You were
was
hoping
hot.
it's real.
And I have a conversation with her, and I was like, "So what do you want to do?" And she says, "It is the white woman's place to be the sexual fuck toy of the black man." And I was like, "Really?" And she said, "Yes." Then you know what I told this woman? She was about 40-ish, 45, 46.
Which is the
Blonde,
right age for you.
green-eyed. Nice rack on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Bitch, get on your knees." And you know what she did? She got on her knees.
Okay.
And I took my dick out and I fucked her throat.
So let me pause it here because it goes into other stuff. And I will just say, ain't nothing wrong with that. You meet a 40-year-old and she's a freak and you a freak and you tell her get on her knees and she does it and she's willing to do whatever you want to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You are 2 consensual adults. Nothing wrong with that. But.
And I was like, now this is what's funny. Her daughters were in the room.
There's the but.
Let me say that again. Her daughters were in the room.
No. Say the age.
So
16 and 17.
Then I told her to stand up and then strip butt naked
in front of the daughters.
And then I fucked her on the sofa. And her daughters were on the sofa watching the whole thing.
And you as a grown-ass man felt no fucking way about that, right? No, it's okay. Oh, your daughters are 16, 17? Hey, no problem. Let them watch me fuck their moms. Ridiculous. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Why this guy needs to be canceled? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, this YouTube page needs to be fucking taken down. Like, this guy should not be putting up any more content because no telling what the fuck he's going to be trying to do with his YouTube page now, right? You get a little notoriety on YouTube, you get 100K subs, and you get kids watching you, little girls watching you, and that's just another way for him to get more victims. NASA, this needs to be stopped. This guy needs to be stopped. Let's go.
And she was like, "This is how you take that big black dick, girls. This is how you do it." And I'm just sitting there like, is this fucking real?
You should be sitting there saying, what the fuck is this shit?
Then the mom's like,
this?
"Come over here." And she calls the girls' names. And then she's like, "Get on your knees." And then she put my dick in her daughter's mouth.
And you find nothing wrong with that. First off, the mom is a fucking abusive ass bitch. Like, that's abuse. You making your 2 daughters suck a grown ass man's dick. Now let me say this. He could be capping. He could be lying his ass off, right? But at the end of the day, why the fuck would you lie and post this shit? He ain't lying. He could be. Hey man, let me see how I can tell a story on YouTube, see if I can get traction, see if I can get subs. This video has like 400 likes. So all those fucking 400 people that liked it are pedophiles and they're disgusting. But the dislikes are like 8,900 I see. Those dislikes need to go up. This channel needs to be taken down. Trust me.
I mean, I almost nutted. It was
Because
like,
you loved it, right? Yeah.
because
Oh my
if you're
God.
kinky, this is like the epitome. This is the high level of kinky.
Bro, there's a difference
And then she
between
had the other daughter come
kinky
over and suck my
and
dick.
disgusting. There's a total
And then,
difference.
essentially, I was fucking all three of them for about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
I would go over, I would have them
17-year-old,
and I would have
16-year-old,
them greet me butt ass naked.
feel no way.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. When people say predator, I'm like, I'm trying to give you guys the other side of the dynamic.
There
I'm
is
trying to
no
give
other
you
side,
the
bro.
other side of what's out there.
No, there is no
And
other
I
side.
personally don't think these girls were victims. I don't think these girls were, I don't think R. Kelly's a predator. He has an appetite.
So a mom tells her daughters to suck this old black man's dick, and you don't think they're victims? You don't think they're victims, right? You're a clown. You're just trying to make yourself feel better for the shit that you're doing, right? You want to talk about predator, and you think just because a man doesn't go out and seek a young girl that he's not a predator. But when you're putting these fucking ads up and you know young girls are going to be contacting you, you're a predator. That's what you're doing it for. He literally said at the beginning of the video that he checked out some of the pages and he seen they were in high school. And he probably loved that shit. Like, let's keep it a buck. He's saying, oh, I turned most of them down. You're lying. You probably turned them down because they didn't fit what you like in a woman or in a girl, because they're not women. They're girls. So that's probably why you turned them down. But if, like you said, big titties, small waist, oh yeah, you're doing it, bro. You are fucking these little young girls and you are feeling no type of way about it. You are disgusting. You are a fucking horrible, horrible man. I am glad that I didn't have daughters, right? Don't get me wrong. I would have loved to have had a little princess. I would have loved to have had a little girl. You know what I mean? But when they get teenagers, when they get to a certain age, this is the type of shit that I have to warn them about. Fucking niggas like this, right? Have to be watching for niggas like this. Fuck this guy, man. Yo, I would go to fucking jail if I ever found out that this fucking nigga touched my daughter. Trust me. I wouldn't, there would be no cops involved. There would be no cops involved. You know? And if I can't do it, my Glock can.
Right. And I feel that he allowed his appetite to get in the way of his life. So he's guilty of having that appetite, but I don't think he's a predator, because when you go out and you get a
Because
young
you're
girl
a predator.
and
That's why you don't
ask her to
think
have
he is.
sex,
Because
and she
you are
does
one.
it without a gun to her head, like this whole situation with the mom and the two daughters, I didn't have to do nothing except show up.
And
with
I'm
a
not a
hard dick.
predator.
That's all I had to do was just show up.
But you got pictures of the daughters beforehand. So you knew what you were getting into. So don't fucking sit there and act like, oh, I just went there. I didn't have to do anything. Maybe you didn't have to do anything, but you knew what you were doing. And you were hoping and you were praying that the moms let you fuck the daughters. Come on, man. Keep it a buck. Like, you're disgusting. That's what it is.
And they would
Disgusting.
service me. I remember one Sunday, I fucked all three of them. I fucked the mom, I fucked the daughters.
And you're
And the
bragging about
youngest
this on
one
the internet.
was really, really fucking tight.
Yeah.
And their mom was like, yeah, we got to open up that pussy.
The youngest one is 16. What do you
And I mean,
expect?
I was just sitting there fucking her And her mom's like, that's it. Take that dick. Take that dick.
And you
And in the
loved it.
beginning, both of the girls were virgins.
Ah, so they were virgins. You see, this is what I'm saying. That there alone just tells you, like, oh my God, yes, my dream come through. I got a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old virgin. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck them. Like, bro, like, come on, man. This is cringy, man. This is cringy and
I took their
disgusting.
virginity. And the
And
young
you
one,
bragging about
in the
it.
beginning, it used to hurt her. And she was like, it hurts, Mom. It hurts. That's such a big dick. It hurts. And then after a few times and I loosened up that pussy, then she started getting into it. Then she turned, to this day, this girl is a bona fide black cock slut freak.
And you're proud
Whoever
of
she's
that.
fucking right now is very happy.
And you're proud
Very,
of
very
that.
happy.
No. Fuck
So,
you.
once again,
Fuck you.
I don't believe R. Kelly's a predator.
Because you're a predator, so
I think
you
he
don't
has an
want to put
appetite
yourself in that category.
that got him in
Because you
trouble.
just said you're just
Because he
like
could
him.
not control. Because here's the thing, and I
No,
forget the billionaire who was running the sexual trafficking. I forget his name. I could see him. He was a blonde white guy. He had that same appetite. Now I fucked that young girl, 17-year-old, the mom and her daughters, and that was, and there was a few more, but I did not look or hunt or subscribe to those young girls.
yes, you did.
My perfect age range was like 24 to about 34. That was where I operated quite a bit. But I'm here to
Which is reasonable. If that's the age, they're adults. A 24-year-old is adult. But let's keep it a buck. That's not what you were looking for. That's not the age you were looking for. That's because you knew anything else could get you in trouble. So you may not have been looking or put your post up to say, yeah, you said this is the age that I'm looking for, but you were hoping for them young girls. Hands down, you were hoping for them. You're like, yes, I hope I get this nice little 16-year-old to 17-year-old. You were in heaven when you were doing those young girls, bro. You were in fucking heaven, and you were disgusting for that. It is ridiculous that you even fucking came on the internet to discuss this shit. Like, I don't see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with it.
That, especially with the billionaire, these girls would go out and recruit girls, and they were adults. They were 100% aware of what they're doing.
Does that make it right?
They were like, I am going to get this girl so she can have sex with this old billionaire.
Does that make it right?
She knew there was no gun to her head, and they were stuffing her palms with cash.
That's why she
How
did it.
How is she a victim?
What do you mean
how? How is he a predator?
She's manipulated, bro.
And this is one of the things that
with money.
Like, I could be considered a predator because I've had a lot of sex with a lot of women.
You are.
I could be considered a womanizer because
I
like slinging the dick.
You are.
So guys, R. Kelly, he went too far.
So have you.
He brought other people in. He had an organization. They probably got him for trafficking and all this other stuff. I never went nowhere near that level. I never had anyone go out and find girls for me.
No, you just did it yourself. So because you never went to that level, you're trying to justify to say it's okay. No, I didn't go to that level. I never got anybody to go out there and look for these little girls for me. All I did was put a post online and they came to me. So I didn't do nothing wrong. Except you fucked underage girls, bro. And listen, I don't give a fuck if the age of consent is 16, where you were fucking these girls, and you picked up a 16-year-old girl and fucked her, a 17-year-old girl. It doesn't matter. You're 30, you're 35, whatever fucking age you are, you have to understand that as disgusting. Bro, you can do a lot better than that. I am pretty sure you have fucking friends who have 16-year-old daughters. You looking at them the same way too? You must be. You must be. You are a man that would never fucking come to my house if I had a daughter. Never. I would never let you in the door. Right? Because I'm sure you brag about it. You bragging about it to the world online, so no telling who you bragged about it to with your friends, right? You felt comfortable to come online and make a video and talk about the fucking young girls that you fucked. But if you're doing that, then you're definitely bragging to your friends. Oh man, I had this sweet 17-year-old pussy. It was tight. What do you expect? She's 17. What do you expect?
Never did that. I did all my own work. And
There
this
you
is
go.
one of the reasons I never got in trouble. I remember
If
the
what
mother
you're
and the two
doing
daughters.
is
And one
right,
Saturday,
why are you
I
worried
go
about
over
getting in
there,
trouble?
and the mother and the oldest one are out, and just the young one, right? So I'm talking to her and everything, and next thing you know, I take her titties out, start sucking on her titties and stuff, and I fuck her. And
And
this
you're
is the
proud of
first
that.
time I fucked her and she came. And it blew her mind. It blew her mind. So I understand R. Kelly on a deeper level. And once
It's
again,
not a deeper
did
level,
he
bro.
commit these
You understand
crimes?
him because you were on that same fucking level.
I would say, yes, he had sex with young women.
So do you.
I would say these young women were complicit. They were willing because he was R. Kelly.
Does that
I'm
make
here
it
to tell
right?
you guys, it is not that hard for an older man to get a very young girl. It's not that hard.
Now, this is the fucking problem that I have with the video. You were sitting there and telling grown ass men who could be pedophiles, oh, it's not that hard to get a young girls, guys. It's not that hard. I do it all the time. It's not that hard. This is why this video needs to be fucking taken down. Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you really doing? You're sitting there and now you're fucking telling people that it's not that hard. This video has almost 80,000 views on it. 80,000. So you got 80,000 people that watched the video. Let's say a low number, 5,000 of them are pedophiles. You just told them that it's not that hard to get young women. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to try what you did, bro. They're going to try it. So what you are doing is you are encouraging men to fuck young girls. You are disgusting, and I am going to do everything in my power to get this video taken down. It needs to be taken down. Like, and all-heartedly, I am not the cancel culture dude. I'm not. But this, oh my God, this needs to be taken down. Like fast. Like today. Take it down.
There are many girls out there who are looking for older men. Looking, searching, hunting for older men.
And you have to be the man and say no. This is what I'm saying. You have to be the man. If they are out there searching for older men, you have to be the one to say, I am not doing this. You think if a fucking 17-year-old, a 16-year-old popped up in my inbox, I would consider that shit? No, because I am a man, a real man. I want a woman. I don't want a child. There is nothing that should ever make a grown-ass man want to go, well, the wiring in your head is fucked up. If that's what you're thinking. The wiring in your head is fucked up. I pray to God that this video gets your ass locked up. I hope they investigate you and they find out that you have been fucking underage girls and they lock your ass up. I really hope that happens to you, man. I
and
really
they're
do.
14, 15, 16. And they have no problem taking the dick from a 25, 35, or even a 45-year-old man.
So it's your job to give it to them, right?
And part of this is, if R. Kelly wasn't R. Kelly, I don't think none of this would have went down.
You're an idiot.
I feel that
R. Kelly wasn't R. Kelly, we would never know, but his ass would still went to jail.
He pissed off the wrong person, and that launched this investigation. Because I saw this tape of R. Kelly pissing on this girl in 2000. It was like 2000, maybe 2002.
And you know why R. Kelly got off in 2000 and 2002? One, because he was making fucking hits and was able to pay off people. And two, because the fucking girl did not want to testify. They dragged the case out until she was of age. That case should have went to court right away, but it didn't. It took years. And by the time it went to court, she was 18 and up. 18, 19, whatever. She was of age. She was of legal age when he finally went to court. So it was hard to convict him on it. But you're making excuses, right? God damn it.
I saw this tape. It was him. It was him. And he's had this appetite since Aaliyah. And I personally don't think there's anything wrong with older guys liking younger girls. Because at the time
You do not think there is anything wrong. Right there is the fucking problem. You don't think anything's wrong with it. So you'd be okay with an older man fucking your 16-year-old daughter? Fuck, with the way you talk, maybe you'd fuck your own 16-year-old daughter. Because that's what it sounds like to me. You're just disgusting. Doesn't matter, because you just want to stick your dick in young pussy. Doesn't matter if it's your own, right? If you don't see a problem with it, then if you have a young girl, you don't see a problem with an older man fucking your daughter.
was with Aaliyah, I think he was 21 and she was 16. To me, that's not a really big difference.
It's a difference.
But R. Kelly had that appetite. He had that appetite. And that appetite can ruin you. I
hope it ruins
somewhat
you.
of an appetite, but I have limits. There's just certain things I'm not going to do. There's just certain boundaries I'm not going to cross. And essentially, I conducted my fuckery in the safe zone. I did stuff I knew I could get away with. I did not go out like there.
That's how you know he knows he's doing something wrong. I was doing my fuckery so in a way that I wouldn't get caught. If you're doing shit that you don't think is a problem, then why the fuck are you worried about getting caught? Because deep down here, you know you're doing fucking wrong, bro. You know that. But no, that wiring up there is fucked up. You don't care. You know you're wrong, but you don't care.
There was this one girl, and she was super cute. And then I did my research on her and saw her pictures of her with her mom and dad, which means her parents were very much involved in her life. And that right there would have been the danger zone. Because this is how it happens. She comes over, we fuck, she goes home, her mom and dad press her. He's like, I fucked this old man. And next thing you know, mom and dad call the police. Police knocking at your door. That's how that goes down. So
that's what makes you a predator. Right fucking there. You just said you researched her and found out that her parents were in her life. So you're not going to fuck with her because you know you're going to get in trouble. You're a predator. What you do is you prey on the weak. You prey on the ones that don't have a father figure or mother figure in their life so that you can be that father figure, so that you can be that man that comforts them and fuck them. That is a motherfucking predator, you goddamn piece of shit. You, my friend, are a piece of shit. A fucking low down, dirty, rotten piece of shit.
I never put myself in the crosshairs of the danger zone. And it really wasn't in comparison to the number of women. It wasn't a lot. But I can tell you, young pussy can be fucking amazing. When you stick your dick in some pussy that ain't never had a dick in it before, woo! It's so...
You guys, the last two times I paused it, you guys seen I was quiet for a minute because I'm at a loss for words. Woo! When you stick your dick in some young pussy. Woo! When you stick your dick in some pussy that never had a dick in it before. Oh my god, you are fucking. Somebody castrate this guy. I am not into the death penalty. You know what I mean? That's not my style. I don't think anybody has the right to decide whether someone should live or die. A judge, a jury, or anybody. But cut this nigga's penis off. Chop that shit off for good so that he cannot be fucking around with any little girls like he's talking about doing. Because you can tell he's glorifying it. You can tell with the, ooh, he ain't gonna stop. He ain't gonna stop unless he gets stopped. This video should help him get stopped. I hope people I hope this video goes fucking viral and cops get involved and find this guy and investigate him and find out what he's doing and put his ass behind bars. Please. Please.
Tight. It's so warm. It's so snug. And I feel that the R.Kellys, and once again, this white billionaire, put his name in the comments because I know y'all gonna Google him. And I feel that as a man, you have to know what you can get away with and what you can do and what you can't.
No. As a man, you have to know what is right and what is fucking wrong. Not what you can get away with. That's fucking horrible thinking. That's craziness. That is craziness. So if you know you can get away with murdering somebody, hey, let's just murder people because I know I can get away with it. Not because it's wrong to kill somebody. No, but I know I can get away with it, so let's kill somebody. I know it's wrong to fuck a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 14-year-old, but hey, I can get away with it. So you know what? I'm going to do it. This is the society we live in. There are people in this society like this. I'm sorry. I just can't take this shit. I'm disgusted
once again,
by this
I
guy.
feel that R. Kelly pissed someone off. Because if R. Kelly was just Robert, the truck driver, it never, even if he did all of these things, he would have never went to jail. Never
and you know what?
Because he was R. Kelly. There was something he did.
And you know what? He could be right about that. He could absolutely be right about that because they enabled him for years. They let R. Kelly do what he was doing. They knew what he was doing. They were getting the girls for him. They knew they were underage. But because he was bringing in that dough, because the money was flowing, they turned their backs. They looked the other way. They said, you know what? I don't see what R. Kelly's doing. Oh, he has a young girl there? Oh, I don't see that. Because he had the money. He was the hot. He was the hot shit at the time. Once the money faded, that's when shit hit the fan, right? He wasn't making the money no more. Maybe they asked him to do something and he didn't want to do it. He's like, nah, I'm not doing it. He said, oh yeah, now's your time, Kelly. We're going to get you. And that's exactly what they did. So he may be right. He may have pissed somebody off. But at the end of the day, it still doesn't make what he did fucking right. Like you are actually like sitting there glorifying it. Oh no, R. Kelly did it wrong because he had people go out and get people for him, and that's why he did it wrong. But I'm different. I'm not doing it that way. Like, this is disgusting, man. This guy is fucking disgusting. And I had to do this video because when I seen it, I was like, yo, this guy needs to be exposed, right? He has 80K views on the video. That's not enough. He has 8,900 dislikes. That's not enough. This needs to be taken down, like, fast. Guys, I want anybody that's out there that watching the video to report it, to get it taken down, because
someone
this is disgusting.
in power, he pissed off. And that's why, because the thing is, they went after him for years and years and years. They were after him like a dog on a bone. They were after him. And there was a reason they were after him, because what
He was
R.
doing
Kelly
wrong.
did happens every damn day.
And that makes it right?
Right now, there's some old dude fucking a
taking
teenager
advantage
right
of a
now.
teenager and fucking
Right now.
that they're taking advantage
There
of that,
is
bro.
some old dude sliding the sausage up in some young pussy right now.
So because he's
This
doing
is how
it, I
common
gotta
it is.
do it.
It
It's
is
not
a
common.
thing
No,
in America.
it is not. Don't let him fool you, people. Don't let him make you think that this is common. This is not fucking common. This is common for weirdos like this fucking clown, but it's not common. This is not what normal, real adult men do. We don't do this shit. It's not normal. Do not let this guy make you think it's fucking normal, because it's not. It is not.
And don't even talk about the rest of the world. The rest of the world, hands up, just let that go. But
what about the rest of the world?
If I had allowed my appetite to get out of hand, I could have been in trouble.
You have,
and
because you're on fucking YouTube talking about this shit.
And I consciously, I got like this sixth sense, right? That lets me know when something's not cool is about to happen. And there was just certain chicks who would answer, and they were tasty, they were beautiful. They would send me photos of their titties and their pussy and all this other stuff. And I would just like, nope, not that one. That's the danger zone.
Because her parents are in her life.
That is the danger zone. That is the danger zone. And I never mess with those chicks. If a girl was young and she was halfway close to her parents, you could be looking at jail time, because what they're gonna do, like when they're with you, they're gonna fold, they're gonna take the dick, they're gonna do all this and stuff. And when mom and dad start putting the heat on them, they're gonna fold like a cheap sheet. And they're like, and this is what we did. And the next thing you know, mom and dad are calling 911. Because some man,
locking your
some
ass
old
up,
man,
which they should,
defiled their young daughter. Some old man put his mature penis up in her immature pussy. And
this
we
is
can't
a
have
black
that.
dude, guys.
We can't have that. So you
This is
cannot be messing
disgusting.
with girls who have intensive parental contact. You can't be messing with them.
Again, that's why you're a predator. Because you are looking out for people who are weak, who don't have the support that you know will get you in trouble. So as long as they don't have that support, hey, it's all good. 14, 13, what's too young for you, bro? What's too young for you at this point, right? Because you talked about the 16-year-old, you talked about the 17-year-old, you said that you had girls in your DMs 14 years old. What's too young for you? If that 14-year-old did not have a close relationship to her parents, you would have fucked the 14-year-old. Do you guys see why this guy needs to be canceled? Do you guys see why he needs to be taken down? I have a son. I don't even have a daughter, but I have fucking family that have daughters. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell a story straight up. I had a cousin, right? And she came home to find her boyfriend fucking her 16-year-old daughter, right? And I don't know what happened with it, right? It's a touchy thing, so I don't really want to talk about to her. I know it's hard, but that dude should be in jail, just like this dude should be in jail. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. This mentality, this way of thinking is fucking disgusting. And this guy is sitting there with not a worry in the fucking world on his face. He don't care. He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit that maybe he scarred these girls for life. He said the 15-year-old, the 16-year-old, the youngest one out of the three that he was fucking, is now a cock-hoe slut that loves black dick. You know what? You did that. You did that to her, bro. And you're proud of that, right? Oh, the guy that's fucking her is lucky. No, you just fucking fucked this girl's mind to where she thinks that's normal now, right? You did that, and you're proud of yourself. Yeah, man, fuck you. Like I fuck you. Like you're disgusting.
And I feel now, once again, there are so many girls out here, you know, like these pimps. These girls are looking for a daddy, and these pimps serve as a daddy figure. This is like, I'm telling you, you know, sometimes they'll get them hooked on drugs. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes a pimp just has to snap his fingers and this girl will do whatever he wants her to do because she's looking for daddy. She's looking for daddy. So it really depends upon who you are and how you look at this. But I personally don't think R. Kelly's a predator.
Because you are.
I
I've said
feel
it
that he has a
before.
voracious
Because you
appetite.
compared
He has a
yourself to
certain
him.
type.
That's why
It
you don't
is
think he's a predator.
illegal. It's underage. And he allowed that appetite to literally ruin his life because I guarantee you, R. Kelly knows who's after him. And once he figured out that someone was after him, he should have hit the chill pill, but he didn't. He kept going, he kept going, he kept going, and they kept after.
R. Kelly should have hit the chill pill after the first time he got caught, right? You have, and I say this all the time, when you have that type of celebrity status, when you are put on a pedestal, when you have the whole world watching you, that is when you have to be your most careful. That is when you have to act like a civilized adult. That is when you have to take what you want to do and you have to shove that in the background. Maybe he could have got help for it. You know what I mean? After the shit that happened for, maybe he could have went, listen, I need help. No, he didn't. Because like you said, he had that appetite. Nothing's wrong with having that appetite though, right? As long as you don't get caught. Nothing's wrong with it. It's okay to have that appetite, right? I didn't get caught, so it's okay. R. Kelly fucked up because he got caught. Not because he was fucking young girls, right? That's what he's trying to say. Yo, this dude is fucking... He's a piece of shit, man. And I can't say it enough, and I won't say it enough. He's a piece of shit. Get this guy's channel taken down. YouTube, what the fuck are you doing by letting this shit be up? I can't play a fucking song, a copyright song, or have a fucking versus battle with my boy without my channel being taken down. But this guy can sit on here and talking about fucking young girls and telling people, oh man, you don't know what it's like? Nah, man, fuck that. This video needs to be taken down, man. I'm sorry. It does.
They kept after him, and now he's going to jail.
Which you should be going to jail as well.
I could have been a predator.
You are a predator.
Same appetite. Except I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. That's why I was able to do this stuff and get away with it. Because I'm a nobody. But if I was an R. Kelly...
or you won't be getting away with it for long.
If I was someone like that, you best believe they would have been on my ass.
They should be on your
ass. How dare you?
I hope they come on your ass with this
famous, video. Handsome, and be fucking young pussy. How dare you?
No, how dare you?
How dare you?
No, how dare you?
Do what I want to do, but I can't do because I'm not in your position.
No, how dare you? You fat.
So. Guys, I'm getting ready to do some more training.
Yeah, you go do your training. I'm
getting ready to be more active on this channel.
No.
So be looking out for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this expose. Shout out to Ron Wills.
No.
Shout out to Alan Roger Curry. Those dudes know me very well. So that's all I got for you guys. I will see you in the next one.
Absolutely not. If you enjoyed that video, you're just as bad as he is. I cannot believe that he is actually getting away with this. This guy is disgusting. And his channel needs to be taken down and he needs to be investigated and prosecuted. And I did this video so that I could bring light to it. I mean, he got 8,000 views, so there is some sort of light. But more people need to see this. And more people need to report it. And more people need to make sure that this video gets taken down. They just do. And I hope it gets done. And I hope my video has something to do with that. I hope my video has something to do with his video getting taken down. I really do. and prosecuted or whatever happens to him. I really do. But with that being said, guys, I do appreciate you watching the video. I do appreciate the support that you have given me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I'm not going to say let me know if you think I'm wrong, because I know I'm not wrong. And if anybody out there thinks I'm wrong about this, then you can go fuck yourself as well. You're just as bad as he is. Like, at the end of the day, we have to be men, and we have to understand that even if we are being chased by a 14-year-old or a 17-year-old or 16-year-old or whatever the fuck the age is, that we gotta be the adult and be like, nah, sir, I can't do that. I want women in my life. I don't want fucking little girls. But his wiring is fucked up, and that's why he thinks he's not a predator, and that's why he thinks everything is okay. I pray to God it doesn't. I pray to God I pray to God it gets bad for him. I really do. You know what I mean? I am not happy with that shit. I think it's disgusting, and I feel sorry for all these friends and family members that I have that have young girls and have to worry about fucking pieces of shit like this. Peace.